In this video, I'm going to talk about the places I've been in Maine in 2 separate trips as a guide for first-time visitors. First, I want to comment on the most popular spots. Portland and Acadia National Park. Portland is Maine's biggest and the most touristy city. My advice after 2 visits is going once and spending a couple hours is enough. It's a nice little town, but honestly, not much to see. You can find better and cheaper lobsters elsewhere in Maine. Portland Headlight is very famous, but I've seen prettier lighthouses in the US as well. Acadia National Park. You should visit at least once for a couple days. Do what everybody does, like watching sunrise on the Cadillac Mountain. You'll be surprised how many people are actually willing to wake up early for that. Do one oceanside hike, check out the Jordan Pound, and Bass Harbor Lighthouse. I wouldn't say Acadia is as impressive as some national parks on the West Coast, but I'd always consider it a pleasant visit. Next, I want to talk about places I like better and the ones other videos might not mention. Mid-Coast. Interestingly, this is a section right between Portland and Acadia, which quite many people will skip over if they only have a long weekend to spend in Maine. Last month, we actually had time to check out some way less visited places over there. My favorite town is Camden. It's perfectly situated inside a harbor and extremely picturesque if you see it from the above. We went on a lobster tour and learned a ton about lobster and the industry. Want to quickly mention Rockland, not because it has anything must-see, but just to point out, think twice before you go to see the Breakwater Lighthouse. It is a long walk and not really worth it unless you have nothing else to do. We spent half a day in Permaquid, which is on one of the islands in Mid-Coast. We kayaked in the bay and checked out the much less visited lighthouse there. It's pretty on par with the one in Portland, right? We also visited Bailey Island, which is accessible by car and very, very quiet. Southern Maine. While Maine is known for having rugged coastline, this part is an exception and has some of the best beaches on the Atlantic coast. Ogunquit Beach was very nice, and Kennebunkport is also a nice little town to visit. As I mentioned earlier, rest of the Maine has better lobster than Portland. My favorite spots are the ones where you order at the counter, watch them scoop up from the tank, and call your number to pick up. And usually you can enjoy a bay view while eating the signature main dish. There are also some family-run lobster restaurants where you can see how a Maine trade passes on from generation to generation. Much respect. That's all I want to say about where you should go if you are gonna visit Maine for the first time. We still have plenty of time to visit this year before it gets cold, and I highly recommend it. If you have any questions, comment down below and let me know, and I'll see you soon. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe.